beautiful and blessed people. Thank you so much for tuning in on today. I have some wonderful news to share. Today I'm going to be reviewing not one, not two, not three, but 4 amazing breast pumps. So for all of my new moms or expected moms, please, if you are looking forward to purchasing a breast pump and trying to figure out which one is actually right for you, then you stay tuned. Now, I would love to talk to you all about the Spectra S1 pump, S1 Plus. Now, this pump was released a couple years ago, and this pump came after S2. And I don't know if it's because I chose S1 mainly because it was blue, and I had a little boy. That was one of the biggest reasons, but I'm so thankful that I did, because this pump has been a lifesaver. One of the things that makes this particular pump different from the S2 is that it has a rechargeable battery. And so it is a double pump. It is, again, it's not plugged. It has a rechargeable battery, and so I've already charged it up. So I can cut it on, and it has several different speeds. So you can adjust it to your liking. I particularly stayed on 54 cycle, which was medium, which has a medium vacuum. It also has 12 different suction levels, which is also really good. There's also a massage cycle on it as well. This is overall just a really great pump. It's one of the more, I would say, it's a little bit quieter than some of the other pumps that I've used in the past as well. The other thing that I love about this pump is that moms, if you're pumping throughout the night, which you will be pumping throughout the night with your little one, it has a night light, so you don't have to cut on the light to find this particular pump or to look at your other parts. You can have everything next to you by your bedside and just cut this light on. Let's see. Cut the night light on and off, and I really love that. I really love it. Also, what makes this one different from the Medulla is that this cycle, you can only pump in 30 cycle increments. So it stops after 30 minutes. If you want to go a little longer, then you're going to have to start all over. But I really love that after 30 minutes, mom is going to cut off and you're going to know. The other thing that I really love, it is very quiet, and so I really love this particular pump. The Spectrum, it has also, if in the event that you want to nurse on one side on your left side and maybe pump on your right side, you are able to remove one and close. I don't know if you guys can see that. Close off the other hole so that it can be, you can utilize it as a single pump as well. And so I really love this pump. Again, it's a lot quieter than some of the other pumps that I have utilized in the past, and it comes with the nipples for this bottle. Let me show you this. I think this is which it doesn't matter, even though my pump is actually blue, the bottle nipples are still pink, which actually matches the S2. Like I said, well, this does not have a bag, so you have to purchase a separate bag for this particular pump. Other than that, again, you have several different cycles. It's really easy to operate. It's really easy to assemble. Of course, this is perfect for the working mom. This has been very perfect when my husband and I were traveling with my son as well. We did a lot of traveling back and forth. And so this worked really well, and I was able to pump in the car while I was riding in the backseat with my son. So again, you can really use this at any time, and you don't have to be stuck in one spot. So this really works really well for those that are going to be traveling. Again, with the nightlight being a plus, you don't have to disturb everyone in the room, especially your sleeping baby, because moms, let's just be honest, Once we get the baby to sleep, we do not want the baby to wake up unless it's time for another feed, right? So those are some of my pros, and then of course just a couple of cons, but overall this is an excellent pump. I will say this pump was covered under my insurance. However, because I wanted this particular pump, let me just say this, my insurance was going to purchase me a pump, but because I wanted this particular pump, I had to pay an extra $30 because of the rechargeable battery. However, if I would have went with the S2, then it would have been 100% free. But again, it was discussing another breast pump, and here is the Medulla. Now, the Medulla is well known, and I love this pump. This was actually a gift from one of my really good sisters. And so what all comes with this particular breast pump, which I really love, is that it has the one pump and style breast pump pumping bag. And so here is the pumping bag that comes with this breast pump, and we'll go into it in just a little bit further. But we also have 4 5-ounce bottles that comes with this that comes in the box as well. You also have the 2 24 perfect fit breast shields that also come with this particular pump. Also 2 breast pump shield connectors. So you have this style, which you can connect the tubing at the top here, and then you have this style of this shield where you can connect the tubing in the inside, and I'll also show you. But not only do you have the tubing and the shield connectors, you also have 2 valves and 2 membranes, which is this, the valves and the membrane. You guys can see that. Okay, and you have to make sure that you keep up with your membranes, because if you do not, then you will not be able to pump as well. Also a cooler bag, and then the coolers as well, along with the adapters and the battery pack. So I believe this pump is about $1.99 too, perhaps. Don't quote me on that. Again, this was a gift, so I did not have to purchase this particular breast pump. But I love this bag. So everything is here, and here's the tubing. And you can connect the tube. As you can tell, this is one of my favorite pumps as well. This is a double-sided pump as well. And you can also, you can't see that, but this is the battery. So if you want to use it as a single pump, then all you do is connect this, close the other side off, and there you have it. Now, one thing I like about this pump, and I will cut it on so that you can hear it. Also, these are extra. This didn't come with this pump, but this is a storage bottle, and it does fit with it is a Medulla storage bottle, and so it does fit, and you can connect here, and then you have your suction. Now I am going to plug this up just so that you can hear, since I demonstrated on the other pumps as well. One thing I will say is that this one is loud. However, if it is a very good pump. If you're not able to have more than one pump, then I would recommend you getting this particular pump. Now, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but this The other another con for me, or one thing I would say that I dislike, is that not only is it kind of loud, but you can't keep up with the timer. You literally have to put on a timer for this particular pump, versus with the Spectrum 1, it is also a time pump. But both of these pumps, both the Spectrum and this Medulla, are really good pumps for moms on the go, or moms that are going back to work. The only thing I would say about this one, if you're on the go and you know you're not going to be able to hook up to an outlet, then make sure you have your battery pack with you, and it takes 8 AA batteries. Okay, overall I will say I love this pump as well. It's really hard for me to choose between the Medulla and the Spectrum 1, because I love both of these pumps so much, and I've utilized them throughout my entire breastfeeding journey. And the other good thing that I would say about the Medulla pump is that you can actually buy your local parts in Walmart. So I'm going to assemble. We have a charger, and this is basically the mobile pump. So this is the case that it comes. This is the case. It's very easy. Power on and press play. And then you just stick it in there. And you might have to adjust, of course. And no one even knows that you're actually pumping. There it is. No one even knows. So I really like the Elvie again, and I purchased the one with 2. You can buy this single or you can buy 2. Click. Click. Power on. There you go. And that's it. It has a charger. And that's it. It's really that simple. So I'll go into a little bit more detail on some of the things that I really like. One of the things that I really like about this particular pump is that, of course, it is hands-free. However, compared to some of the other pumps that I have used and tried, it doesn't pull as much, but it is hands-free. So for example, when I'm washing dishes, I'm changing my son, or just want to get up and go, I can do that. Also, if I'm pumping at work, it's really easy, and it's only a little bit of a vibration versus the other pumps. They make lots and lots and lots of noise. Another good thing is that you can use the app. The app is on your phone. You can download the Elvie app and use the app, and it'll let you know in real time on how much milk you're actually producing, which is another really great feature for utilizing this particular breast pump. So however, compared to the other pumps that I've used, I would say that this pump is good. However, it's more costly, it's more expensive. This pump is $500, and so if you're looking for more of a high-end pump, then of course you can get this one. However, some of the other pumps, and I'm going to talk to you about those, are still just that much, are more affordable, and to me they pull a lot more than this particular pump. So while it is small, it's again, it's hands-free, it's still it doesn't pull as much. So again, there are, you know, you have the pros and you also have the cons. So if you're looking for something that you can utilize basically just throughout the day, any time of the day, then I'll say get this particular pump. That is the Motif dual pump. Now, I will be honest with you all, since I'm doing a review. This was a gift as well. This one was a gift, and I use this as my work pump. And it's really easy to assemble, easy to charge. Again, it's a double pump. It's actually a timer, and it has a night light. I will say this one is the quietest pump that I have. I mentioned the Spectrum one being very quiet, but this one is very quiet as well too. Also, it has a memory, so you can actually set or whatever you last pumped on, your storage is going to save that, and you can start there the next time that you pick up. The one thing that I will say, I didn't give this one a fair chance, and I'm not sure if I mentioned it earlier, but I didn't give this one a fair chance because I was so used to using the Spectra one and the Medulla pump. But I do think that this one would be a really good pump for moms on the go. It's a little bit smaller to kind of carry around. It comes with the breast shields and the rechargeable battery, which lasts 2.5 hours. Memory features, which custom expression, so your last expression, it'll actually stay. It has 10 levels. It is auto off, so it's just like the Spectra one as it relates to going off after you've pumped for 30 minutes. It has 3 different modes: the expression mode, massage mode, and of course memory. It has a digital display feature for the timer, the memory button, and a backlight. So they consider this to be a silent operator. Again, this is a pretty good pump. Here's the bottle that comes with this pump. So it's really really easy to assemble. I like that about it, but again, I didn't use this as much. So now I would have to be honest. I've given you all a review over basically 4 pumps: the Elvie, the Spectrum 1, the Medulla, and the Motif. I would have to say that while both the Elvie and the Motif are very smaller pumps, the Elvie being one that you can actually input in your utilize in your bra, so it's very, no one ever knows that you're even pumping. I think that it was too expensive, and I was not pumping enough. It wasn't giving me enough. I wasn't pulling enough milk for that pump. But for the woman who's pumping on the clock, around the clock at work, I think that it may be a very good pump for you. I would have to say that if you're on the go and you're not able to hook up to an outlet and you're going to be pumping throughout the night all the time, then the Spectrum one would be a wonderful pump for you. I loved it. I love it. I swear by it. Also, if you're the mom who carries a lot of things with her on the go and you have a rechargeable battery and you don't mind being plugged up, sitting in one station pumping while you're reading or working, then I say the Medulla would be a really great pump for you. And also, if you're looking for a more cost-effective pump and just something, an extra pump to kind of have on deck, then I would say the Motif would be that pump for you. Either way, moms, the breastfeeding journey, it is so amazing. I was really concerned at first on whether or not I would be able to stick with this breastfeeding journey because I was really challenged. This was my first child, and I just didn't know. I really didn't know. But one thing I can say is that it has been so rewarding, and I love it, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I will be honest, I have stopped pumping. I strictly just nurse now, and my son is literally, um, he's almost 1, but I've strictly just nursed, especially due to these times that we're living in now. I'm home with him every single day, so it just makes sense for me to just nurse him when needed. And I'm going to get off of here because I hear my son calling for me. I just want to say thank you so much, King and Queens, for tuning in today. You was on air with Tamara Ishay. I appreciate you all. God bless, and stay strong and stay safe during these difficult times. In Jesus' name, I pray that you're blessed. Bye.